I'm Heather.
I'm Nate.
And this is Lacey. We're going to the Shark Reef Aquarium in Mandalay Bay in Las Vegas. Lacey's not a big fan of Las Vegas. She opted to stay at Grandma's.
Inside the Mandalay Bay on the Las Vegas Strip, you can find the Shark Reef Aquarium.
Right in the middle of the hustle and bustle, you can immerse yourself in a world that's nothing like the Las Vegas Strip.
Walls decorated like ruins lead you down a path where you can find the reptile habitats.
The first window we came to, we could see a crocodile, but he wasn't moving too much. We figured he must have been napping.
Across from the sleepy crocodile was the famous pupfish of the desert. They live deep in the caves, so it was hard to see many from the surface.
Next up, we got to see the Komodo dragon. It was so cool. I've never seen one of those before. They say they're Earth's largest lizards with their venomous, ferocious bite. Oh, but he looks so sweet.
That's how he lures you in.
It's kind of hard to believe that their prey includes deer, wild boar, and goat. That's crazy. Oh, and it also says he eats other smaller Komodo dragons. Oh, buddy, don't do that.
Yeah, stick to eating the deer, buddy, not your dear buddy.
It also says the Komodo dragon can be up to 10 feet long and 300 pounds. Ooh, who's a big fella?
I guess I see why you would need to eat some big meals to maintain that kind of body.
Seriously, though, it was so cool just to sit and watch this guy. We were so happy he was moving around for us.
Makes you wonder how they could catch a deer or a goat, but apparently they're really good at waiting for their spot until just the right time to strike.
It was time to say goodbye to the Komodo dragon. We had lots more to see. We wandered along looking at the pools of fish and the dedicated divers fixing the aquariums.
It's got to take constant work to keep those ruins ruined.
There was so much to see on every side of you. It was hard to know where to go next. It didn't matter where you looked. There were gorgeous fish to look at.
Even the ones that, if given a chance, would eat you alive.
We made our way around the jungle-like atmosphere, peering in all the windows. I don't think I want to know what's in there. Next, we found ourselves in the Shark Aquarium.
And we finally got to see these Jurassic-era giants.
The first area was a room with large windows surrounding you so you could peer into the sea.
We were looking up from the bottom of the ocean, and it seemed like we had just grown gills so we could breathe underwater.
As gorgeous as they all were, we had to keep moving. There was still so much more to see. The jungle-like atmosphere continued on as you weaved your way through to the next aquarium. This place was huge. I read that it was 95,000 square feet and that their main fish tank was 1,300,000 gallons. That's a lot of water.
I guess it takes over 1 million gallons to house the hundreds of fish that call this aquarium their home.
We were really excited for what came next. We were going into the shark tunnel. This is a tunnel with a glass enclosure all around, so you feel like you're walking right through the middle of the ocean while the fish and sharks swim all around you.
We settled down in the rocks with the fish, and soon enough, we knew why they were there. There's just something a little extra intimidating about seeing a shark circle above your head.
We had so much fun watching the sharks chase each other all around us.
Or maybe chasing each other away from what they hoped would be their prey.
Oh yeah, I could have stayed in here all day. This was so cool.
The fish really were beautiful, and there was something reassuring about seeing them all get along so well together, even if one of them wanted to be the superstar. Next thing you know, the hammerhead started getting a little jealous and came in to do some showing off of her own. Even all that commotion didn't affect the yellowfin surgeonfish, who stayed right in her spot like a smooth operator.
Oh my gosh, so cute.
After realizing they weren't going to make a surgeonfish lose their focus, the sharks went looking for another part of the aquarium to be the stars of.
I was mesmerized. I couldn't stop watching them all swim around. After a long time, they finally had to drag me out of the shark tunnel. There was still more to see, more glass cages to peer into.
We didn't want to miss the lionfish, but you got to be careful with lionfish in Vegas. They're so good at lying that you never want to get in a poker game with them.
Oh yeah, I think these were my favorite. These guys were so fun to watch. I found out these guys can be an invasive species in some habitats because of their lack of natural predators, and they reproduce like rats. A female lionfish can lay up to 2 million eggs in 1 year. That's a lot of eggs.
The next habitat in this room was a separate aquarium for the smaller sharks and their friends, and then after that was the jellyfish, but I always think they look more like mushroom fish.
They even had a touch pool. You could actually reach in and touch the stingrays. I wasn't doing it, but it looked pretty cool.
After I pet a couple of the stingrays, we shot over to Starfish Land. It was an incredible aquarium, and you might even spot an octopus or two in here.
Next, we headed over to the main shark tank, which is made to look like we're peering out from a shipwreck. They say that in here we're looking at Galapagos sharks, black-tip reef sharks, sand tiger sharks, and green sawfish sharks.
Judging by the sawfish shark we saw, it looks like they could cut down almost anything in the ocean that they saw.
This is another place that you can just stand and watch for hours.
The room we were in looked like it was an old shipwreck, and it rocked around like the waves were coming in and out.
And of course, before we left, I had to go through the glass tunnel one more time.
As we went through the tunnel, this angel shark was looking down on us from above, almost like she was protecting us.
It was just so fascinating to watch all the sharks in one place swim around. We even got a glimpse of the devil's hole pupfish. They live in a water-filled cavern in the desert of Nevada. We said goodbye to the sharks as we made our way out of the Aztec ruins.
Or at least the closest imitation of them Vegas could come up with. Thanks for going to the Shark Reef Aquarium in Mandalay Bay in Las Vegas with us.